Alright boys and girls, it's a new season, it's transfer special time, the window is open, and so far, we've signed 9 players. And I even used some money to sign some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. Hello guys, and welcome back to the 47th episode of the FM21 Salford City Save, where today we are doing a new season, and of course that means we're starting off with the transfer special, and I've already signed some players that I've already said. I'm sure you're getting ready, mentally preparing for all of those 9 signings I've already made. But before we jump into that, you know what I'm going to say. Make sure that you like this video. Can we please get 10 likes to celebrate the start of a new season and to celebrate all the new signings that I'm making, and to be honest, to celebrate all the players that I'm going to sell as well, because there are going to be quite a few sales. Make sure you have subscribed if you're new around here to the channel for daily-ish Football Manager videos. You don't want to miss any of this season, because potentially we could be moving up to the Premier League, and that is where the serious business starts to come into play. But for now, we're going to show you who we have signed. Starting off up the top, Tom Davidson. Not the most exciting signing, but he's a youth prospect that I've already covered. This man, however, I think is a pretty exciting one. Robbie Much comes in on a free, and he's got experience in the Championship, the Scottish Championship, and the Scottish Premiership. So got a wee bit under his belt, and I think that at 3.5-star current ability and 4-star potential ability with a £3,600 per week salary, I think this man is an absolute steal, potentially better than Kelleher. Definitely not going to bring him straight into the squad, but I think he's probably ready for it. Byron Bryan is a player that I've already touched on. He's a striker, and I think he could be pushing for some appearances this year, but I think more likely going to be just loaning him out. Broja has come in on a free as well. He's a player that, I'm not going to lie, I did think was a little bit better than this, so he's probably going to be loaned out and then sold. Tom Lowry, again, another player that I did think was going to be a lot better. He's worth quite a lot of dough, but on a free, he's got a high wage. I'm not that chuffed with it. He's played in the MLS, the Championship. I'm not very impressed by the signing. I'm not going to lie, it's one of my weaker ones. Harvey Vickers, another youth prospect that I've shown you guys before. Joe Williams comes in, and he looks like a very good potential starter for us this year, depending on whether or not he gets in ahead of scale. And he's got experience up in the Championship for days, as well as even some experience in the Premier League, which is exactly what we need if we are trying to get promoted this year. He's able to play in central midfield or CDM with a 3.5-star current ability, 27 years of age. I think he's a good signing, but I don't think he's as good of a signing as this man, Adrien Bongiovanni. I hope I am saying that right. I think I am. He's coming for £1.4 million, a new record fee for the club, and he has experience up in the League 1, down in the League 2. He was the top assister last season for Paris FC, and I think he's an absolute steal. He can play left wing, centre mid, right wing, cam, striker, and he's got a 3.5-star current ability with 4-star potential ability, 24 years of age. I think £17,000 a week is more than fair for a player of his quality. Great stats across the board. I just love the versatility. I love his ambition, and I love that he has come to this club. And last but not least, we've brought in Levi Platt, who does not look like a bad rotation option at the right back position. But again, I'm not going to lie, he's probably just going to be going out on loan. But that is all the signings we have made so far. But it's not all the stuff I've been doing. In the shortlist, you can see there are plenty of players that I am keeping a very close eye on, including Tim McKenna, player who used to play for our club, and we sold him to Southampton. But there is a bunch of players in here that contracts are expiring or are on the transfer list, and I even have a bunch of deals coming out, well, coming into the club, hopefully. Bobby Carroll, this man Namani, yeah, I think I'm saying that right. Namani looks like a very good potential player for the future. We've also got Brecken, hopefully coming in, Will Ferry, and Tuloch. Mate, it's going to be a special video, this one. I can feel some good deals coming in, and I hopefully will be getting rid of some of the dead weight, because we've got a big squad, like a really big squad. So, yeah, getting rid of that dead weight, kind of important. Still £8.3 million with a big wage budget. That's because I've adjusted it to try and get as much in the wage budget as I can. I think we're going to do some great deals this summer, and make sure that you watch till the end, because I imagine the best will be left for the last. Make sure you have liked this video, make sure you have subscribed, and let's go sign some players. It is the 1st of January, and that means contracts are expiring, and of course that means we've brought some players in on a free, and also, of course, we are bringing people in on trials, but we'll have more of that in just a minute. For now, we've brought in 3 players, Bobby Carroll being the first of them. Looks like an alright rotation option. We have a lot of central midfielders, so I'm not going to lie, he's probably going to go straight out on loan, and I wouldn't be surprised if he never makes an appearance for us. So, not my best signing of all time. This one, I think, is a wee bit better. Kian Brecken, I believe, comes in from Manchester City, also on a free. And he has a wee bit more potential, a wee bit more current ability. So hopefully he can advance his career in the future. Will Ferry, I'm not going to lie, I'm a wee bit disappointed by this one. I'm paying him a fair bit of money, and he's not as good as I thought he was going to be. The scout team said 3.5-star current ability with 5-star potential, and it's not quite what I got. But it's still a good signing. He'll still be a solid rotation option. But I just don't know if he's better than McCandy. McCandy's already here, and we paid a decent amount of money for McCandy. And by a decent amount of money, I realise we got him on a free. They look pretty similar, to be honest. I don't know who I'm going to start. Does McCandy have more potential? That is the question. McCandy's younger, but how do I check if McCandy has more potential? If I tap his face, no, they have the exact same potential. McCandy's just more versatile. Honestly, I think I might just stick with McCandy, to be honest with you. Bit of a useless signing, but that's alright. We've made some other ones, and hopefully they come out to be a wee bit better. One of them being all the way down here, Alex Abubakar. No, Abu Bakr. I think I've said that right now. He's a German right back who comes in for 400k from Hull. I think it's more than worth it for a person with 5-star potential. I think he'll be a great player in the future, but for now he needs to develop out on loan. Aside from that, I don't think we managed to sell too many people off camera, but the sales that we did get across the line were pretty good, I'm not going to lie to you. Alex Pritchard is the first player that we sold for £145,000. Got some loans for Broja and also Jamie Bowden. We've also managed to sell Sims for £575. No idea how I got that much for him. He never played for us. I think he maybe played 3 games last year, and he was terrible. I'm absolutely stoked to have gotten that amount of money for him. Marcus Brown also comes out. I definitely don't want him back in the squad. We will take £140,000. Nice £90 profit. Not quite £90, £90,000 profit. And Scott Wright, another sale. £550,000 for a free player that we put out on loan. He didn't even do very well. I'm pretty happy with that. I think overall it's been some good sales so far. And actually, they're not over. Shadipo has also gone out for £240,000. A player that we got in on a free, used a couple of times, and he was a good rotation option for us last year. Molden has gone out on loan just to get himself some more match fitness. Abu Bakr has gone out on loan, as I said before. And Schmidt, again, I don't know how I'm getting this much money for these boys, but both of our useless strikers from last year are gone, and they have gone for hefty fees, £325,000, and I will definitely take that and run. But I know what you're all seeing. I know what you're all thinking. Who is this man over here? £3.4 million. Absolutely blasted the transfer record. The previous transfer record, of course, was broken with this man, Bongiovanni. I think I finally got that name down. But Daniel Parry has come in. And I'm not going to lie, on face value, he doesn't look like the most insane player of all time. But I think for £3.4 million, this man has a lot of potential to potentially be an amazing striker in the future or a right winger. He has all the stats that we need right now: dribbling, finishing, first touch, passing, technique. All of those are going to be very useful in the 2 roles that I'll think about using him in. We've also got some great physical stats with 13 pace, 18 natural fitness, good acceleration, good balance, a couple of mentals that could get a wee bit better. But to be honest, I think for £3.4 million, what he could be in the future is a leading Premier League player, in my opinion, even though I imagine it only says he will be a Sky Bet Championship winger in the future. Right now, he's operating at a League One level. I think you would have expected to have a bit better of a player for £3.4 million, but he came up. I think he's a great option, and hopefully he excels his career at this club. And, I mean, come on. He's a youngster. He's 19 years old. I don't think he can go wrong. He could be the new Edgehill, although Edgehill is kind of a goat. I'm not expecting the new Edgehill, but I wouldn't be upset if he ended up being the new Edgehill. 16 days later, and it feels like just about everything has changed at this club. Not too much. We've still got me in charge. That would have been genuinely concerning if I wasn't in charge. But a lot of transfers have gone through. Let's go through them very quickly. Starting with the sales. You can see, there's quite a few more than last time. All of these we have to cover, from Reece Bennett down. So Bennett has gone out on loan. Then Hayes has gone out on a free. Lowry has gone on loan. Hughes out on loan. Regan Slater has gone for £350,000, a player that we brought in on a free. Never really played well, actually. I say never really. We literally never played him. Just don't think he was quite up to the standard that we needed, so get a bit of bang for our buck there. I don't need to know how to say his name. He's not at our club anymore. He's been sold again in the exact same situation. Never played for us. £325. Don't mind that at all. Semple has gone out on loan to Exeter, who are down in the League One, and he was actually getting promoted with them last year in the League 2, so hopefully he can keep going, keep the momentum up, and maybe even get them up into the Championship. I mean, I doubt it, but we did it back to back, so why can't they? I'm not even going to try and say that name. This young centre-back has gone out on loan, so is Soji. We've also got Bobby Carroll going out on loan, but this is the big one. Isildur. He's gone out for £3.5 million. He didn't even play that well in the Serie B last year. He wasn't very good for us. His stats aren't insane. His star rating is not amazing. I don't understand why anyone would spend £3.5 million on him, but I'm not going to complain. I am kind of complaining, but I'm not really, am I? We've also managed to get our reserve goalkeeper out on loan to a pretty prestigious club as their first choice goalkeeper, a side that had been up and down from the League One in the last few years, but have now kind of found their home in the League Two. But that's still a very good club to get him some game time at. We've also managed to sell Joel Lopez, as we could not get a work permit for the man, so I just decided let's cash in right now, £425,000 for a man that we got on a free. Absolute bargain. Love it. And hopefully we can keep building the squad with that money that we've brought in. And we have started doing exactly that with a couple of signings over on this side. Lefebvre, I don't even know how to say the first name, but we've brought in a central defensive midfielder slash centre-back. I think he's a really good rotation option. He's going out on loan though, and hopefully he can develop as he goes out on that loan. McAllister is coming on a free. He used to play for Arsenal. Great potential. I don't know why they ever released him. We've also got in Wheeler, again, a player that was released from a big club in the form of Leeds. Lots of potential. No idea why they released him, so we'll snap that up very quickly. Also brought in Gassama, who I think is a top draw signing. We needed another striker, and I think we've found one. 3.5 star current ability. He's got some experience all the way up in League One and with PSG. Even scored a goal for them, which is very impressive for a man that is only 20 years of age. £4.7 million worth of value, and £8.25 million, not million, £1,000 a week is not too bad at all. Got some good stats, good pace, solid finishing. He's going to be a good advance forward this year, and just a wee bit of competition to make sure if Shaw is playing bad, we have another option. But this is a big one, and it's an interesting one. Somerville, he's come in from Leeds, and £2.9 million is a lot of money for us, especially considering he doesn't have a work permit. Now you got to bear with me here, bear with me. He is a really good player, and £2.9 million is an absolute steal for him. He played in the League One last year with Strasbourg, which is just an insane accomplishment. He's got experience up in the Championship. We just couldn't give him a work permit, so we're loaning him out to either, got a couple of options for him, either Ibar, Vallecano, or Nates. So I've given him options. I'll actually try offering him out again just to see if we can get any more offers. We definitely want our full wage being paid for though. And, you know, my plan is, if we can get him a work permit, that would be amazing. But if we can't, we'll deal with that and hopefully don't make too big of a loss on him. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a pretty foolproof plan. Maybe I don't know. I'm slightly nervous about it, but realistically, he's a good player, and I think he's worth bringing in for the risk. I'd say, but we've got a couple more offers for him, but I don't want anything that isn't paying his full wages, so they're automatically getting rejected. I take anything that's a regular starter and they're paying their full wages as long as they're in a solid division. So that one's going to be accepted, that one's going to be rejected, and I'm going to accept this one as well. Give him some more options, see who he wants to go to. Hopefully he picks a good side. I think he's going to pick one of the sides in the League 1 or Serie A. I think he also had a squad offer him from, but yeah, I would almost prefer him to be down a division, but he just needs to make sure that he plays a lot of games, because that's what he needs for the work permit. Actually, that makes me think maybe I should be rejecting all the offers from the big clubs, because they probably won't be paying him as much, and that is exactly what he needs right now. Ibar wanted a regular starter, which is good. What about this squad? They wanted a squad player. I think now I should just reject it. I'd like him to go to Ibar, because Ibar are a pretty good squad. Nate also wanted a squad rotation player. I gotta reject that. I think that's fair enough. Alright, I think Ibar's probably the best option there. Hopefully he goes to Ibar. I'm going to keep offering him out though. I want to find a good club. And just like that, boys and girls, we're ready to go for the season. Well, it's time to start the season. Whether or not we're ready is a completely another question. But we have made some transfers just to round it off, to end the transfers before the start of the season. There's still going to be more to come in the next episode, so make sure you don't miss that. But quickly go over the pretty bland signings that we made to end the season. I'm not going to lie. They weren't amazing, not exactly what we needed, but I think we did the bulk of our big buying previously, so I think we're in a pretty good position starting this season with a very much improved squad, in my opinion. Starting off with a couple of loans, we have loaned out this man. We eventually got Somerville loan move as well. He's gone into Mainz, and he has played 2 games for them already, both being off the bench, but it's still games, and I'm hoping that he can get a work permit for us sometime very soon. Beckham has also gone out on loan, another great potential player. Who is this player? This is bothering me. Oh yeah, that French guy I signed. Also, this man's going out on loan. This man is going out on loan as well, and this man is going out on loan. We sold Ando, who was a youngster. Just didn't feel like was ever going to cut the mustard for our squad, so he's been sold for £65,000. And Josh Clark, a man that we have had for quite some time, a bit of an OG. We got him on free in our first season, I believe. It's 2021 now, so yes, that is our first season, and he has played quite a lot of football for us since then. But he went out on loan last year, and this year we just don't need him. £450,000, absolute bargain of a deal for us on a free, and now we've sold him for a very tasty profit. But moving on to the signings, I know you've all peeked at it. We've only made one, and it is Jack Wadham. He comes in for only £250,000 or £250-ish thousand, and he looks like a great potential central defensive midfielder, maybe even centre back option for the future. But for now, I'm definitely going to be focusing on improving him as a CDM, getting him out on loan, because this man's potential is quite special. He's actually got the potential to be Sky Bet Championship defensive midfielder in the future. I'm telling you, that's Premier League quality. Hopefully, touch wood. That is, however, where we're going to end this episode. I've got nothing else to cover aside from the fact that we're going to play Bristol and Middlesbrough in our next episode. Hopefully we can come away with some wins. Hopefully you guys are there to watch it. Make sure you have liked this video so that we can get this series really pumping out some great content for the rest of the season. And make sure you have smash that subscribe button. Do people smash the subscribe button? I don't know, but I'm telling you to either way, so that you don't miss a single Football Manager video on this channel. And I will see you all later.